Jersey crypto here. Dip alert, dip alert, dip alert. We knew it was coming. I mean, I said it in a live stream like 4-5 days ago. And I think I mentioned it once more before that. It was a short live stream though too, so you'll see it. You'll see it. I think I had a collared shirt on. We knew the dip was coming. They need to let more people into the market. Coins needed to be cheaper to get more and more people in so that they think they're getting a better value, which they are. I bought in last night, racked up some more algorand, sitting pretty on my siacoin and everything else. So, but the reason why I bought algorand was because, again, like, algorand's probably one of the more expensive coins I own. Actually, it's the most expensive coin I own as far as per coin. Biggest market cap. So during the dips, I'm going to take the opportunity to buy into the most expensive coin. You know, and I don't need to, like, flood a bunch of money into the other coins, because the other coins I can buy periodically all the time anyway. They're cheap. So either way, we knew the dip was coming, guys. You knew the dip was coming. This is the thing. Everyone wants to call the dip. Alright? Everyone wants to say, oh, I called the dip. I knew. You're going to have all these YouTubers saying that. I just said it too, but I'm going to follow it up with something real. Alright? The only thing that I literally based it off of was my own emotions. If you actually start to focus on how you feel, and as soon as you start to question at all, you know, after a long period of consolidation, if it's not followed by any, like, major news that's, like, pumping anything immediately to skyrocket anything, or if some, like, bullish news is coming out, unfortunately, bullish news about siacoin's not driving the whole market up. You know? So, and it hasn't even really happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, by December 10th, I'm sure the market's going to start going up anyway. So you're not going to have to wait that long. And then by the end of December, coins are going to start being much more expensive than they were this past week. So stuff is going to be going up in the next month. Now, the whole Fed thing and them backing, backing down on printing money, they already said that last time it dipped. They use the same news until it doesn't work anymore. Like, essentially, it's us that make the market go up. It's us that make the market go down. Now, you know, they want to isolate institutions. They want to isolate whales. They want to isolate all these, you know, people with a bunch of the coins that have, you know, the majority, they're saying. The majority is the people around the world that bought into all these coins. You know what I mean? There's billions of people. Who knows how many people are actually in crypto? Like, I try to talk to as many people as I can, and there's more people than ever right now getting in. And that's what's going to allow the whole market to go up. There's a reason why institutions want to push coins down. And the main thing that they can do is influence us to drive the price down more. They can trigger a price action, but they're not going to be able to tank anything. You know what I mean? It's us that responds to the media, to the slight dip after the media, and then it's like, oh, it's about to fall off a cliff, and that's why it falls off a cliff. So we need to start taking responsibility And we need to start considering ourselves as one. You know, retail investors need to start considering themselves as the biggest institution. We are the biggest institution, the retail investors. If you take all of our money and combine it, we are the biggest institution. Look at GameStop. You know what I mean? Like, we were beating hedge funds. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we get together, we are the biggest. So, especially in a global market like this. So, what they don't want is they don't want us to start really communicating well. That's what Web3 is going to do for us. And it's going to be way more efficient. But not to get into just Web3. Like, if you know how you feel, and you talk to a couple people around you and it's mutual, and everyone's kind of like, I don't know, or, oh, this is, like, if it's a mutual feeling. Like, I remember in May or whatever it was before, when everything was real high, you know, it wasn't easy to pinpoint, but, like, everyone around me was bullish that was talking about crypto, like, nothing but happy. Even if there wasn't news, it was like you were just waiting for the next positive thing. You know what I mean? It was like it was just coming too easy. And I remember my dad was like, I think I'm going to sell off and just see what happens. And my brother and I are like, don't you dare. What are you going to do when you sell off and it's double what it is now? What are you buying it at? What about? And everything dropped 50%. You know? And that's the thing. I mean, our word, is our word more important than his word? No. You know what I mean? Like, we were going off our feelings. He was going off of his. And it's just like he actually was right about that. He was right. He had a feeling. He had a feeling. You know? He saw the first bit of FUD coming and he actually recognized, maybe without pinpointing exactly what, but like he did recognize that. You know? And if we listened to him and maybe dug a little deeper, then maybe we would have, you know, made a different move. But either way, like, your feelings matter. Everyone says it's emotionless, this and that. No, it is actually all about emotions. You should exaggerate your emotions but observe your own. Observe other people's emotions. Don't hide your emotion, because then you're going to hide the fact that, you know, you need to consider them. You do need to consider your emotions. Because there's too many investors that are emotionally attached to this money that they're making. It's hard not to be. You're hoping for it to benefit your life and make it easier. And you think because some guy that already is rich as hell saying, oh, the only way to get here is to be emotionless. Like, if you're in the market, you can't be emotionless. You know, if you're just like already wealthy, or you're only putting a tiny bit of money in over a long period of time, and you are just not paying attention at all, it's not a hobby for you. Like, I'm not saying it should be a hobby, but like, you know, crypto is anyone that's watching these videos, it's a lifestyle. Like, you're entertained by currency at this point, which is a good thing. That's not something to, like, frown upon. Like, you are probably more aware of, you know, the value of the dollar, more aware of global currencies, like, just by looking at all these. They have stable coins for different countries' currencies. You know what I mean? Like, just this is the thing. The only way I called the dip was I literally went off my own emotions. You know, like I was kind of like struggling to buy stuff you know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? I was basically just like in and out of coins that were just like at the rock bottom. Like, you know, when you're buying at the bottom, there's mainly only potential to go up. And when those coins aren't boosting at all, really, again, there's always one story, two stories, you know what I mean? Like, Gala went up a lot. There was the little push with the storage coins, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The market was still at this moment where it wasn't ready to go up above those prices. But now that it's dipped, hopefully it lasts about, I mean, I would like it to last a couple weeks or so. I know that there's news coming out about, you know, siacoin on the 10th. But if this lasts a couple weeks, accumulate a little bit at the bottom. You know, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's my opinion. And just, you know, be prepared. Hopefully you didn't put yourself into a hole and now you're like, you know, counting on, you know, making money, making your rent on this. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot easier when you were planning on holding something for a long time. So, and again, like, I got a video discussing when you're only hitting the buy button, this kind of stuff is exciting, because you're like, oh, I'm still only putting $100 in, but I'm getting like 30% more coins right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's positive. You know what I'm saying? And then even when the market's going up, you're buying, you're like, every time I'm buying something, it's more and more valuable within the next week. That's great. You know what I'm saying? So when you're only hitting the buy button, it's way easier to be positive about no matter what the direction is in the market. Again, when you look at those spikes, like, you know, I do believe within the next couple months is going to happen. There's going to be bullish news rushing in. There's going to be bullish news rushing in. There was a pretty long accumulation period. I think that everyone's been waiting a very long time for everything to skyrocket at this point. Everyone was becoming very impatient. And, you know, and being that now there's a dip, more people are going to get in. Stuff is cheap. You spread the word. I'm just speaking generally. You spread the word and you get some people in. And then the bullish news starts coming. Now, this is going to benefit everybody. As long as you realize that this is probably going to be the last push up of this bull run. And I'm not saying stuff's going to nothing. Like, the market has already achieved traction globally. You know, institutionally, country-wise. You know, different governments, different, more localized governments. Miami's going crazy. The Decipher event for algorand, it has me bullish as hell on algorand. So I don't care what the price of algorand is. Buy button, baby. You know, there's more and more talk about Web3. The approach that I'm taking with Web3 as well is the fact that you know, all these other Web3 coins other than siacoin Skynet, like, they're basically only catering to the crypto economy. You know what I mean? Like, Web3 right now is NFTs, Web3 is decentralized finance. You know, it's all these applications that get you to spend cryptocurrency. Where's the actual internet that we know? You know what I mean? Like, where is the content creation on Web3? Where is, you know, the shopping for actual just regular merchandise, or like a totally different approach to it? You know what I mean? Like, when you buy stuff, do you own an NFT as well as the item? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's all that stuff? I'm not saying it doesn't exist at all, but it really doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, Skynet brings that. They have applications for video. They have applications for file sharing. You know, developers are going to start applying that to social media applications and content creation and stuff like that on siacoin, on Skynet. You know, that's what we're missing. You know, where's the advertising on Web3 other than the websites that are on Web3? You know what I'm saying? For the specific coins. You know, so Web3, the only way Web3 is going to grow is when it starts to look a little bit more like Web2, in the fact that it has some things that we are currently used to. You know, there has to be some type of relationship between the users and Web3 specifically, not just to get us to spend money or trade money. You know what I mean? So, just be calm, be collective, and be with it, and know that your emotions do play a part. Know that when you feel a certain way, there's millions of people that feel that way. We got to realize we're way more connected than everyone thinks. You know what I mean? So, Jersey Crypto, baby, let's wait for those gains. This time we got to just be patient for those gains, baby, because the gains are coming back.